Hey, when you were going through that and you were trying to hit your goals with 400 or 500 bucks invested in leads and it wasn't working, did you have any kind of inclination to say, well, maybe it's not, maybe it's the leads, or maybe it's this, or did you always kind of think that it was something that you had your control over? I mean, were you tempted to kind of come up with excuses or justifications of why it wasn't working, or how did you approach that?
No, that's one thing that I did learn early on. And like, with you and Andrew and Grady and Sean, like, you guys repeat the message. It's like, dude, I think everything, especially in this business and just being self-employed, is so mindset. Like, you could give me like, dude, I've ran stacks of 50-cent leads that are like 5 years old, and I've made it work and made it happen. So I think it's just a mindset, dude. Like, most of the time, if someone gave you, Paul, if someone gave you 10-year-old leads, dude, that like have been called, dropped by, like talked to, maybe they've already been sold, but you didn't even know they were 10 years old. And then I gave a new agent a stack of, $80, brand new mortgage mailers, and you guys both dialed, you would probably do better, because in your mindset, you basically, you know that if you put in the work and with your experience, you're going to make it work. And so everything in this business is so between your ears. That's the main thing.
I love that, dude. That's such a big deal. It's kind of like you want to surround yourself with a great cloud of witnesses, people that can say, "Let me tell you how it works. 1,000 bucks in leads, 1,500 bucks a week in leads, 1,500 bucks a week in leads." That can continue to tell you the thing that you need to do, but maybe you are not yet doing. And I've always believed the thing, and I've got, Hayden, I got a ton of kids. You don't have a bunch of kids yet, but what I tell them is when they're like, "Dad, I know," it's like, fool, if you knew, you'd be doing, and you don't know. So I'm going to keep telling you until you do it, because to know or not to do is not to know. And see, that's how it is as a producer or somebody building a business. A lot of times we know what to do to see ourselves level up. The problem is we've not heard it enough times through repetition to really kind of just say, all right, I'm going to work from that thought process now. Or it doesn't hurt bad enough where we're not like, man, I'm sick and tired of, it's like the kid when they're like, I'm sick and tired of getting my phone taken away or this and that. I'm going to start, once it gets sick and tired of having that consequence. And sometimes that's just the consequence of not getting the outcome that we desire. We're willing to give up and move to the next thought process. But I believe that it starts with, like you said, Hayden, getting around people that continue to speak the message that needs to be spoken to see success. And then in due time, you'll go ahead and eventually move to that. It's inevitable. But I think too often, Hayden, people will remove themselves from the great cloud of witnesses, the great association of people that can help level them up. And because they pull away from that, they never hear it enough times to actually be moved to action and start doing which they know. And I think that's such a big deal.